Hey, welcome into Carpooling with Ben, folks. I know what you're thinking. Things are starting to open up a little bit. If you're in the Rhode Island area, we're into phase one. Massachusetts and Connecticut should be following behind shortly. And just in time for summer, just in time to get outside, but things may not be as open, or the opportunities may not be out there as much as they used to be. So you're looking for different things to do. Well, let me introduce you to a friend of mine that I've known for many years, started way back in the 19-something on the Bakeway. Now joins us. He's from Domina's Agway. His last name happens to be Domina, not Agway. It's Marc Domina. How are you, Marc?
Pretty good, Ben. How about yourself?
I'm doing awesome. You have always had this outdoors, just everything rugged and, quite frankly, just everything I wish I could be. But you found this organization called Thrive. You kind of brought this together, and it's to help kids and families learn how to survive outdoors. Now, thankfully, we're not at like apocalypse level yet, but if that happened, perhaps maybe that's a little too doomsday. Talk to me about what Thrive is.
Well, Thrive Outside is all about, officially, the catchline is changing the way kids learn, getting kids outdoor and education as far as just getting their hands dirty. Nature play, really, we're fundamentally about changing the way education happens. We feel outdoor learning should be more involved in schools, and that's kind of my personal premise is getting them outdoors.
Yeah.
But officially, we want to change the way education happens and getting outdoor learning and outdoor landscapes more integrated in schools.
It's interesting because you said the way learning happens. Well, everything about learning changed this year, thanks to, the Rona. And so are you finding with what you do, I know my dad is from right down the road, a lot of people are coming in and trying to be more, they're going for more of the coal crops and stuff, and they're going for more of the, you do chickens, amongst other things.
It's as scary as and upheaving the world is right now. Personally, I'm inspired in the fact of how much everybody's kind of getting back to the basics, and inspired about vegetable gardening, just getting outside and gardening in general. Everybody wants to grow their own food. They're getting into chickens and ducks, and it's really, despite the craziness out there, I am a perpetual optimist in the fact that I love seeing these glimmers of hope of people kind of regrouping, reprioritizing, and just plain getting outdoors and having some fun. And that's a great time.
So we're looking to the future a little bit because you've got a great fundraiser coming up. You've partnered up with BoldrDash. It's going to be Thrive Outside in the Mud. It's coming up on September 13th. Let's hope it's all going to work. I think I have a good feeling about it. In some way, shape, or form, you partnered up with Frerichs Farm here in Warren. I hear you are the mudologist, the mud expert, the doctor of all things mud. You create that. But this event is going to be BoldrDash is these obstacle races, which are very popular. Thrive in the Mud, you put a little bit of the different challenge courses together, but it's for families.
Absolutely. That's our staple event coming up in the fall, and we hope that we're optimistic that on some variation we're going to be able to still have some mud and still be able to get kids outside. And that was kind of the inspiration for the events we have going on now, is the fact that Thrive Outside in the Mud was such a success for us for our first time getting out there, that seeing the kids go through the obstacle courses with their families and working together and then crawling through the mud. And it kind of led me to why we're doing what we're doing. Families were getting outside, they were getting dirty and having fun and smiling. And then they got to get hosed down by the firemen at the end. And it was just a great event. And that's where we are now.
What more could you want? Now, any athlete, not that I am one, but any good athlete knows that in order to take on such a challenge, one must train. And you guys have stretched the September 13th date all the way back to right now here in the heart of springtime. And you're doing these kind of at-home challenges. You've put some videos together. What are you challenging families to do?
Right now, we were all inspired by how much people were getting outside and seeing kids just playing outside. So Lynn Hall from BoldrDash got this brainchild of saying, hey, let's do a home obstacle course.
Okay.
Let's give the kids something to do outdoors now. They can't go hang out with their friends. They can't go but they can get outside and play.
Sure.
And so that's where we're at now, is saying, okay, we don't care if it's indoors or outdoors, preferably outdoors, but we want the family to get together and make their own obstacle course, but only with stuff that they currently have at home. And so winning is not going to be who has the most expensive obstacle course.
Leading by example, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like a sportscaster, almost, like I could be Joe Chaoto over here. Leading by example, Marc, you and your family put one together. Let's go roll that video right now. Let's take a look at that, and let's just see what you did.
Hi, I'm Gavin. Hi, I'm Luke.
And I'm Marc, and this is the beginning of our obstacle course.
Ready, set, go!
Ow!
Calm it down.
So graceful.
No way.
All right, Marc, that was pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. I know a little bit about the temperature outside. I know that water usually gets warmest towards the end of summer. We are very far from that right now. How cold was that water, and what did you do to combat hypothermia?
Well, once you're numb, I didn't feel it anymore,
Oh,
so
good.
I couldn't really tell you how cold it was. Luckily, we had the jacuzzi next door, so we immediately ran to the jacuzzi and hopped in.
Nice, nice. Well, that's awesome. So that's what you're encouraging people to do right now, and you've got some pretty sizable prizes. The way I see it, you could give your kid a shovel and say, hey, go dig me a pond, or you could say, hey, go build an obstacle course because, Marc, you got something awesome.
Yeah, so we all through the years of doing landscaping and horticulture in general, I found that nothing pulled families together more than water features.
Okay.
So fish ponds, koi ponds. And so that's where we kind of, as this started going, we wanted to give something to a family. So this whole is a family event. We want to see families, they don't need to get hypothermia. We're not encouraging anybody to go out jump in ponds, to be clear.
Put the disclaimer somewhere on the bottom, right?
But we just want them to get outside, have some fun, get creative, and come together as a family to just have some fun. And so in that, the winners of this prize, we've got a number of different prizes out there, but Domina's Agway is donating a completely installed fish pond that's going to be plants, koi, completely functional pond. And because that's it. It's a family event, and I couldn't think of anything that would give back to a family more than that. That's my experience of what our customers enjoy the most.
So what are the parameters? What are we kind of looking for as far as these videos? We're looking for them to be kind of condensed and short.
Yep. So in general, we want to see the creativity. That's personally. We've got a number of criteria out there. First and foremost, they just got to get out and have some fun. Family has to be together. So mom and dad don't want to be on the camera, on the screen. They could be recording. But we want to see them getting out there, and I personally want to see creativity. And so we've had people climbing trees, we have them jumping through the yard.
Safely.
Safely. Everything is safely. But that's really it. There's no official criteria outside of having fun, getting creative, being with the family. And they got to post the videos on the official page, on Obstacle Marvels page, and social interaction from everybody liking, commenting on videos will have an influence. But as a board, we're going to get down and look to see who had the most fun creatively, safely.
Yes.
And that's it. We're just going to see which ones inspire everybody the most.
That is so great. Folks, you can find the links to all these events, to Thrive Outside. You can find the links to BoldrDash. You can find the link to the actual event happening on September 13th, and as well as this online video submission contest that's happening right now. Find it all online in the show notes. Marc, I will let you go. I understand there are chickens and ducks who need their morning feeding. I don't want to, far be it from me, to withhold food from them, because, one day they're going to be food for us. Thanks for putting together such an incredible, just a simple, back to basics concept that I think is really important. I mean, you put it together years ago, but now more than ever, it really is proving to have some incredible value.
Thanks, Ben. The team has put together a great course, and we're excited to see where it plays out.
Awesome. We will see you there, and hopefully see you long before there, folks. Thanks for tuning in.